Amy Rivers from AlmaGorlLive.net and talking with State Representative Yvette Herrell, and we wanted to ask her a little bit about what's been going on up in Santa Fe since the session started. So go ahead, Yvette.
Well, it's been kind of a slow start. I'm sure you guys have been listening on the news as far as where some of the important bills are for the governors. And just to give you another update, you know the driver's license bill finally did pass the Judiciary Committee, and it did pass as the original bill that Representative Nunez brought, which is the one the governor supports. So at this point, I was expecting for us to hear it on the House floor today for a debate, but I have already seen the schedule and it's not listed. So there's a little bit of a stall going on in that respect. We do know that the House budget was moved out of appropriations, and if we don't hear that on the House floor today, we should hear it tomorrow because, after all, that's really the purpose of this legislative session is for the budget. So it's kind of a hurry-up-and-wait situation when you're up here during a 30-day because the budget obviously is the priority, but of course there's some really good pieces of legislation that the governor and others would like to see pass through, but we've yet to get any of those to the House floor for a vote.
Okay, and what can people here in Otero County do to help out with some of the bills and the legislation that you'd like to see passing through?
Well, any of the tax bills that are giving tax credits are always good bills and good business. And I will tell you that the bill that gave the tax credit for the pyramiding, it actually took away the pyramiding in the construction industry. That bill was killed last night or tabled last night in a committee. And I will also tell you that the tax bill that Representative Little carried that would give a grocery receipt tax credit for small businesses under $50,000 in receipts, that one was also tabled. So we're having a little bit of a fight as far as getting some of these tax credits through, but there are still a number of tax credit bills out there, and there are also some good legislation out there for veterans. And so when you see what those bills are, if you go to the New Mexico legislative website, and you can go under Bill Finder. You can see some of these bills, and then go ahead and call the people that are on the committee or the people that are going to be hearing those on the House floor that you may think they may need to push one way or the other. You know, if the bill's already going to the House floor, such as the driver's license bill, there's no reason in the world to not contact everybody that you can, because obviously it'll be a full House vote up or down for his driver's license bill. So, and I encourage people to take a look at the website, look at some of the different bills that are coming up or that have been introduced, and encourage, you know, those legislators that you want their support on that bill, encourage them to do that. And I've got a really important bill coming up it should go to committee on Saturday. It will go to the Consumer and Public Affairs Committee, and the bill number is 179. And what this bill is it's the Sex Offender Registration Notification Act. And this is a bill I'm carrying for the governor. What it will do, besides bring more protection to our kids in New Mexico, it will bring 6 more crimes to put into our sex registry offenses. It will also really strengthen the rules and the regulations in terms of sex offender registration. It will actually lengthen the time a sex offender will be registered in the state of Mexico. But in addition to that, it brings us into federal compliance with the Adam Walsh Act, which will in turn bring more money into the state. And so there's a number of reasons why this bill is very important to get passed. One, it's because it'll bring more security and protection to our kids, but it'll also make New Mexico a state that is in compliance with the Department of Justice and the Adam Walsh Act. So it's really important, and I'm just honored to carry this bill, and I'm hoping that we get a good turnout of this CPAC committee on Saturday, and I would appreciate any calls that you can offer up or emails to the members of that committee to get them to support this piece of legislation.
Okay. Well, we thank you very, very much for coming on and letting us know what's been going on. People here in Otero County, if you want to see these bills, especially this sex offender bill, go through, please call and help support Representative Herrell in her endeavors in Santa Fe. Thank you very much for joining us.
All right. Thank you so much for having me, Amy, and I'll look forward to talking to you guys again.